What's going on, everybody? So I think I got the audio good this time, right? I'm running off my Fedora Linux gaming box here, so I left Windows, right? And For a lot of good reasons. One, if you guys have not been on tech sites and stuff like that, there's a lot of reasons why Windows stock. I think Windows lost 400. Microsoft lost $400 billion in evaluation because of things like this. So, Windows Recall is a feature packed into Windows 11 that basically takes a screenshot every couple of seconds on your computer. And when they rolled it out, it had no security whatsoever. So anybody can literally go access your computer. And if you did your banking on your computer, so that was one reason I switched. Plus, I had issues with my computer, my gaming rig, like a couple months ago, and it wouldn't boot. Right, it would have some serious issues. I looked at the motherboard. I thought it was the NVMe. I was driving myself crazy, and I found out what it was. It was Windows Update. Even though I set it up in on a different SSD, and kind of like contained it on its own little environment, it went into the main partition on my and partition is basically the main part of your computer, and erased how the booting of the whole computer works on its own. So Microsoft is on my, I'm not going to say the word, but it's on my S list. And I'm definitely not going back. The closest I will do is I have what do you call it? Virtual machine, KVM, to run games that doesn't run on Linux. Now, the cool thing about it, and I just want to point this out. So the cool thing about Linux. Let me see if I can get back to the main system here. Hold on, let me jump out. The cool thing about Linux, there's no data collection, right? So there is no recall. There is no sending stuff to Microsoft or to. This is a community-based operating system, so you could actually check the code yourself, right? So none of this stuff goes to the community. Everything that you put on here stays on here, and it's private, it's secure. There's literally next to no virus. The chance of you getting a virus or malware on this, if you get Fedora, I think it's called Silverlight, don't worry about it. You could put a virus on here, and I don't think it's going to be able to do anything. And because Steam has what they call Proton, and then if you heard of the Steam Deck, you can run pretty much all your games on Linux. So that's a huge thing in my book. Burden of Command works. A lot of the games that I play work, and I love it. I think, honestly, everybody should switch to Linux. I know some diehard Linux fans that are, some diehard Windows fans that, love Microsoft, love everything they do, have great relations with them. They have their own YouTube channels and stuff like that, that they're like, F Microsoft. Like, they're just like, we're done. And to hear them say stuff like that was like shocking. And they always come back saying that it's just like the amount of data they collect from you. And by the way, I'm checking, I have the chat on here and I can see it flashing, and that's not good. Wonder why it's doing that. That's not good. Okay. Wonder why OBS is doing that. It's not doing that anymore. That's really weird. Okay. So just to give you a heads up, Linux is, you have to tweak it a little bit, right? But if you don't want to tweak it, you could do one of two things. You can get this Linux operating system. It's called Bazzite. And it's Fedora mixed with a little bit of SteamOS. So if you're like, I don't know about switching from Windows, I don't know about going here, and I'll be honest, I had to do a lot of tweaks to OBS to make it work like it does on Windows. Had to do a lot of tweaks. Had a really bad stream yesterday because of it, but I feel like if I go to Bazzite, which I'm considering doing, this is again like fully locked down, same thing. You have the same privacy. You don't have like, you know, the keystrokes that by the way, as a former Microsoft employee, the keystrokes that you make on your computer, right, are sent to Microsoft. Just want to let you know that. So like if you type in a 16-digit number, guess what? Microsoft can probably be like, all right, give me a 16-digit number for Mark Ruffalo, right? And it'll go through everything that Mark Ruffalo did on his Windows computer and say, oh, that's his credit card. You probably don't want them to have that. I'm going to quit Steam just in case it's Steam. But yeah, so free and open source operating system, you can't beat that. It runs all pretty much, I think 90 to 95% of your Steam games. So I haven't had issues. I played Battlefield on here. I've played Grand Tactician on here. So all the games that you need, right? And I'm hoping it's not gonna flash. Yeah, it's still flashing. Daggone. Okay. I'm going to leave this up. I was going to delete. Man, I don't understand why it's flashing on this game. And it's only that. Let's check another game out. What do I have on here? Let's load up What the frack? I don't have it on here. I don't have much on here. I just installed it recently, so I only have Burden of Command on here. I don't know why it's doing that, man. But like on my end, I don't see the flashing. I only see it on the streaming end. So if you don't stream, you're not gonna have a problem. But I guess I have to do some more fine tuning of this because, daggone, man, you know. I thought I had everything set up correctly. Anyway, I'm gonna try it again. I'll restart Fedora and then